Good evening, my friends. How is everyone doing this evening? All right. Tonight we're going to do the pastel Nutcracker kit. But I'm going to show y'all how I use a kit, and then I'm going to upgrade it with either a couple of new things that I purchased or stuff that I have in my stash. Thing I like about wreath kits is they're discounted, so you're not paying full price for the products. There's a discount to them. I might add just a couple of things to the wreath kits and upgrade them. Y'all say hi as you come in. Let me know that you're here. Alright, so this is how I load my board. And then I keep some larger zip ties just for my wreath hangers on the Unique and the Creek board. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Alright, we're going to set that aside and we're going to start cutting our mesh. Alright, so I'm going to cut first 10 pieces of mesh 20 inches long. I lost count. I'm good at that. Alright, 8. Alright, now we're going to cut 10 pieces of mesh 15 inches long. And that's going to end up using the whole roll of mesh. Hello, everybody. Say hi as you come in. Let me know you're here and watching. My name is Jackie. I'm one of the designers here at the Ribbon Shed. Alright, we're going to start on the outside with the 20-inch mesh. Hey, Judy, we're going to keep it simple. We're just going to roll and ruffle. What I mean by that, take and roll your edge up one time and then just ruffle. I saw your live today, Miss Judy. Hello, Miss Sherry. How are you? Hello, Miss Pamela. Nice to meet you. Hey, Melissa, what's going on? I'm going to make an awesome Nutcracker wreath tonight. We're going to use the Nutcracker kit from the Ribbon Shed for our base for this wreath. Of course, y'all know me. I'm a more is more girl. Fall is in the air. Anybody decorate for fall? Hey, Miss Ella, how are you? Y'all do me a favor, spread the word and let people know that I'm live. I love this mesh. I love how it looks. It makes such a pretty base. Okay, so I'm not a pink person, Melissa, but I'm telling you what, I'm kind of feeling I'm starting to feel the pastels. It took me a while to come around. And I really, really, I'm like really obsessed with the gingerbread stuff in pastel. Really obsessed. Like, thank you. Sherry just got in some awesome gingerbread stuff at the ribbon shed. And I told her, like, I'm going to have that. Last year, I made a pastel nutcracker wreath, and I did it without using ribbon. I don't know if y'all remember that. Without using ribbon tails. Somebody had challenged me to do that. But we're going to be using ribbon tails. Yeah. And I'm also going to try to use up some leftover stuff in my shop. We're going to try to use that ice cream cone again, my friends. I think because the nutcrackers so skinny, I'm going to be able to get away with it this time. I hope. I'm ready for that ice cream cone to go, y'all. I've had it for a while. It just sits there by itself, doing nothing, minding its own business, waiting for me to pull it out, and then I try again. What are y'all doing on this fine Thursday evening? Oh, y'all don't have to be shy around me. We can chit chat. All right. Ta-da! Now we're going to throw down with some ribbon, my friends. So these are the ribbons that are in the Nutcracker kit. So the plaid, we're going to start out by cutting 15 pieces of it. Hey, Donna. We're going to cut 15 pieces of it, 14 inches long. All right. And then because a lot of my goodies are pink, we're going to use the minty ribbon. We're going to cut 15 pieces of it, 14 inches long as well. I'm only rolling 8 at a time, so if you have some kind of measuring system, that way I don't have waste. Because if you roll too much ribbon, you're going to end up with waste, and I try not to waste. Then we're going to quickly dovetail our ribbon. Hey, Tanya. Those of you that don't know me, my name is Jackie. I'm the owner of Jackie's Wreaths and Things. I'm also a designer with the Ribbon Shed. Hello, Karma. I feel like I've been making, well, I have been. I've been making wreaths all day, y'all. I started a wreath before the live. So when I get off the live, I'll have to finish it. And I have one more wreath to make after that before I call it a night. Anybody else sometimes eat while they're making wreaths? As long as it's not greasy. No, Melissa, I don't take custom orders anymore. If I take a custom order right now, I mean, it's from somebody that's been with me for a long time, like when I first started. If somebody shouts out at me when I first, I'm gonna make them a wreath, obviously, because they've been loyal to me for years, right? But somebody out in the blue, no. Yeah, I got my coffee. I always got coffee next to my work area. Now, late in the evening, um, it's a cup of decaf. I'm kind of limited on the amount of caffeine I'm allowed to have a day because I have a heart condition. All right, let's get our ribbon on. Ooh, I love this. I am loving the colors, y'all. And we're going to work hard to get that ice cream cone in this. I think I'm going to put it in before I do anything else. So, before I put in any other goodies that I got for the wreath. I want to make sure that it goes. Time to go. Hey, Pam. How are you this evening? Pam, I'm getting rid of that ice cream cone tonight. It's going in this wreath. It is going in this wreath. What are you into tonight, Pam? All right, so with our ribbon in the center, we're going to do it as pairs, but we're going to do it on every other. We're going to make sure we're going to start to the right, okay, and not the center. And the reason is because the ribbon in the center would be covered up, so there's no point in putting it there, okay? So we're going to start to the right. And go every other tie. It's not necessary to use every time they're center because they're closer together. I multitask a lot. Probably not my best idea. My brain just works that way. I had this wreath that I started on. I was telling everybody before I went live, and since I have been plotting and planning, trying to figure out how to finish it, because I'm using basically leftover materials. Every now and then I'll challenge myself to do that, to use just leftover materials. Ta-da! So far, so good. So far, so very good. All right. To attach our friend to our wreath, at the very top, there's a hanger on it. We're going to use that for the top. Hello, Miss Kelly. And we're going to go kind of high into the wreath with him, pretty high. Where did my dart? There it went. Because he's so tall, we're going to go pretty high. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, I did the traditional. We need something underneath him, or otherwise he's going to flatten the ribbon, and I don't want that. I just don't want that, y'all. I don't want that ribbon flattened out. Alright, y'all, I just happen to have this leftover mesh, and it's from Easter, y'all. This was introduced out in Easter, but it has all the right colors. So, we're going to use this to support underneath the Nutcracker by cutting spirals. It's my favorite technique to use so that my wreath attachments don't sit too far into my wreath. And we just need to cut these 10 inches. Like, yeah. I can't, like, I've lost count on how many times I have tried to use that ice cream cone. Like, I'm sick of that ice cream cone. Alright, so I'm going to cut 15 of these to put in this wreath, y'all. Hello, Miss Lily Lou. I have a plan, I think, for the ice cream cone. Wish me luck. And believe it or not, the ice cream cone has another friend that needs to be used. So, yeah. Okay. Glad I chose to do that. I'm feeling this for sure now. This mesh is bringing something to the party, my friends. I'm telling you, Don, that ice cream cone is going in this wreath. It's going. I'm going to put it in before I put in my lollipops. I've got two things. I have a cupcake and that ice cream cone. We're going to sweeten this Nutcracker up one way or another, folks. Well, we're just trying to fatten it up, Pam. We'll give it a break from peanuts or from pecans and walnuts. Give it some sweets instead. I'm here to tell y'all, thanks to Christmas and whatnot, my leftover mesh dwindles down pretty fast. And I love that. It's like a fresh start for the new year. Hello, Miss Sherry. Is that you, Miss Sherry? Miss Sherry is the owner of the Ribbon Shed, y'all. I gotta tell y'all a funny story. So, for years, and I mean years, and y'all have to understand, like, from time to time, it at first when I first started making wreaths, different kind of vendor events will reach out to you and ask you to be a vendor at their event. And at first I was flattered. I was very flattered. And then I grew and I learned better. I mean, they didn't care whether or not I sold anything. They just wanted my money to pay for the venue, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, and it only took me setting up at one of those vendor events to learn better. So anyway, moving forward, I evolved. And we have this vendor event around here, and it's the Real Foot Arts and Crafts Festival. I'm here to tell y'all this is literally a jurred event. If they don't think that you can sell your product there, they're not gonna let you set up there. Okay? And people from miles around try to get into this event because, like, y'all don't understand, like, statistically at least 50,000 people come to this event, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people come every year. And Real Foot, actually, the one of the hosts, whatever, reached out to me, and they've been begging me for years to come and set up a booth. Believe me, y'all, they don't have to beg nobody. Well, they finally got me there, but they didn't, kind of thing. I'm there, kind of. Kind of. My wreaths are there, but I'm not. But I'm finally there. I must have had a piece of mesh fall off my work table because I'm one piece of mesh short. It must have accidentally bailed off the front. Now I gotta go look before I cut another piece. Or I just didn't count right. No, I didn't count right. See, I can't run my mouth and count at the same time. This isn't possible. Okay, I have to say, y'all, this mesh definitely brought something to the party. Like, we had the amazing chips, and now we have the dip. Well, don't go buying everything. That okay. Go ahead, buy whatever you want to. I already had Sherry put. I have Sherry put aside what I wanted. All right, now let's go back to putting our Nutcracker on. Now that his head has some support. Ta-da! Let's try that again. Come here. Don't be shy. It is wonderful. Now, this is the LS, Jeanette, and she has it in the luxury, the two-sided as well. But we didn't need the two-sided for this, so. Let go. Move on up. All right. Now down at the bottom. I know that I'm going to put a bow over here to the right-hand side. Okay. Yeah, Sherry, have you unboxed all the goodies? So that's why I'm just going to wrap a pipe cleaner around his leg. Let's go. Ooh, I got a better idea. I was gonna say, Sherry's usually pretty fast about getting the product set out. Save that pipe cleaner for my bow. Pa-bam! Okay, now, the ice cream cone. We are getting that sucker in here. And I am putting it in first and foremost and getting it out of the way. Even before my bow. And then I have this other goodie. I have a cupcake, and it's got some bright red spots on it. Kind of not thrilled about that. So what I'm going to try to do is turn it, which I found there's a spot that doesn't have the red showing. Crap. I'm going to have to put my other stuff in first. Because that's just how I operate, dang it. So be it. Because I can't help myself. Why do I have to be this way? I think we all have a certain way that we visualize things, and it just is what it is. By the way, I'm loving this pick, y'all. Sherry, I wish you would have got it in more colors. Can we work on that for next year, for Christmas? I know it's a little late to do that this year, but we're loving this pick. I'd love to see this pick in reds and limes and white. Of course, I might be talking to myself. Sherry might have had to dart out. She's a very busy woman these days. And that's okay. My poor glue gun is like almost on 24 7. There's Sherry. She didn't abandon me. It's kind of obnoxiously glittery, but that's okay. I'm knee deep in glitter this time of year anyway. So I can accept it this time of year. I cut my mesh 20 inches on the outside and 15 inches on the inside. Sherry, did they have this pick in other colors? Probably don't remember. We'll keep the tag and go look. Sherry's like, I just buy the supplies. Let go. I need that. See, now I'm sitting here thinking, why would Sherry just get this pick in pink? My wishful thinking is, well, maybe it's on the other part of the order that hasn't come in yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Okay. Let's make our bow. Where's my bow makers? Bow maker go? Right in front of me, I'm looking the wrong direction. I'm loving that pick, Donna. So I'm going to take a little bit of leftover ribbon here, y'all. Just to kind of spice my bow up a little bit. Just a smidge. And this is left over from the gingerbread that I did the other day. Alright, we haven't used the polka dot yet, so we're going to put a couple loops of this in there. Then we're going to come back and maybe battle again with the ice cream. Do 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 do. Ooh, my husband's got the oven on. Ain't good looking what you got a cooking. Oh. I guess downstairs, I don't know. Mm. Y'all are so quiet. Am I really that good of a teacher? Or do I just run my mouth so much y'all can't get a word in edgewise? Which is it? Which is it? Mm. For those of you that have M's Bow and Go, you would use that bow maker the same way that I'm using my Easy Bow Stow and Go. Which pick are you trying to get a good look at? This one, Melissa? All you have to do is ask. Just ask. I'll hold it up closer. I'll zoom in if I need to. Miss Jeanette, are you coming to the bow class? It's pink. It's pink. Well, this one's sold out, but I will be having another one. I just have to get it scheduled. I have to look at my calendar. It's an in-person bow class. The last one, it's $40, but that includes the cost of your bow maker and ribbon. Yes, Pam, I talked her into it. It will be at the ribbon shed. Typically on Saturday mornings. Do it on the weekend. Try to do all the classes on the weekend so those people that work during the week can participate. Well, Pam, you can come to my tree decorating class. I'm trying to get Kelly to do her bow class when I do my tree decorating class. That way people can learn how to decorate a tree and make a bow all on the same day. I've got 2 tree decorating classes that I'm teaching. I'm trying to get Kelly to come to the one in November. I think that's where that ice cream cone is going, y'all. It's going there, and that's it. End of discussion. And then we're done with this ice cream cone. That worked for me. I have to poke a hole in this. That's okay. Make sure it's good and secure. That's got to cool down. All right, now let's see if we can do something with the solo cupcake. If I don't get this in this wreath, that's okay, because, you know, it hasn't been hanging out as long as that ice cream cone has. Ice cream cone's been with me for a while, and it needs to relocate itself. To a well-deserving home. Yeah, I've got a tree decorating class, I think November 1st. I've got one October 18th and one November 1st, and that's when I would like Kelly to come and teach the bow class. I told you I'd get this in this wreath this time, y'all. I have a friend that lives in Michigan. What part of Missouri will you be in, Pam? Lollipops, lollipops, oh lovely lollipops. Y'all know I love me some lollipops for a wreath. Oh, you'll be 4 hours away from me. We don't need all that stick, so we're cutting it off. Of Nashville isn't that far away. Of course, for me, it may be difficult for you to travel. Do. We're going to put some hot glue on the back of this to make sure it sticks. And then we're going to put some on the stick, make sure it sticks. Yes. Look, I'm using blues. But it looks good. And I finally got rid of the ice cream cone. I say that in the cruelest way, don't I, y'all? Red. Like, that's not, I don't mean it. Red? I sounded salty about that. I kind of am because I've had it for so long, but I'm not at the same. No, not per se. You know, I just shouldn't sound so salty toward it. It didn't do anything to me. It wasn't its fault that I couldn't figure out where to put it. I've had it for like 2-3 years. Running solo by itself. I feel sorry for the little dude that he's hung out with me that long, but he survived, you know. I think I got... That was foul. This is not a poor Greg situation. You're right. My daughter's like, it's fixing to be a poor Greg. You're right.
It's fixing to be a bad situation tomorrow. I'm kidnapping Dad.
Hey, that's voluntary.
Dad kidnapping?
It is. Look at these holly leaves with sprinkles on them, y'all. Look at that. I know. The poor ice cream. It didn't do anything to me. I shouldn't have been so mean to it. I said, poor little guy. My husband goes, who, me? Like, this is not a poor Greg scenario. Y'all hear him? He goes, it's always poor me. No, not this time.
Like,
not this time, Mr. Chocolate.
That's a bit. Cheers.
I know. Okay, we're going to use these other two because that way we can balance out. You know, my daughter will take my husband's side faster than she'll take mine.
Dad, the dog's on your side. You have your dog. Dad, the dog's on your side.
My daughter, like, lives this life of, ooh, I'm going to tell Daddy. She throws me under the bus just like that with my husband. I can sit there and tell my daughter, now don't tell my husband. She's going to tell him. She's going to run and tell him.
In my sense, Dad. You would be chocolate. And you looked at me just.
I personally think my daughter should be loyal to me, but she's not.
Right. There are times I feel to you. There are times I have a
Very rare. Very rare. My daughter's selling me out first and foremost every time, y'all. Right? I think I should be able to keep secrets with my daughter. Don't y'all think so?
at least
Oh, I haven't found one situation where you haven't thrown me under. I mean, she chucks me under the wheels of the bus, y'all. Not one situation. What? Why are you mean mugging me from the kitchen door?
because you're talking about him. Jealous.
Talking about my daughter.
That's involved.
Barely. I think he has a payment agreement with my daughter, and I don't know about it. Okay, do you think that we can get this cupcake in here this time, y'all? I think the cupcake's a lost cause for this one. But I got the ice cream cone in there.
Applaud her. Applaud for her.
Nope, the cupcake's a lost cause this time. No cupcake.
No cup of cake.
No cupcake.
Yeah.
They're gingerbread cookies. Oh no! You aren't gonna believe this.
Do you not have enough? Mom has an ice cream now.
I have another one. Ice cream cone.
It's a sign. You should go. Mom, you're a bad influence.
I try to be.
You're supposed to be the good influence.
Not at this age.
Like what? 20 up, you're supposed to be a bad influence.
No, I kind of feel like this. I spent the first 21 years of your life being the good influence, and right, Melissa?
Puppies.
That's why I need to move my work area so I can clean it out. So we're gonna spend, now I can be the bad influence.
Define that.
It varies.
I was gonna-
Ooh, those little cookies, y'all, that's just kind of putting the right touch in there to balance out my ice cream cone friend here. What do you want? What'd I do wrong? I would. I would.
Look, I think we. Oh, much eggs!
I like the balance, my friends. Those little cookies just kind of put the little. I like that. Apparently, I have ice cream cone issues, y'all. Onesies. They have no friends, y'all. Da 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 da. What y'all think? I'm an ice cream during the summer person. Definitely. Occasionally during the winter. Have y'all seen that new blow mold Santa at Walmart? Crap. It's a tree topper. Have y'all seen that yet? It lights up. Hello, Charlie. I haven't seen the snowman yet, Charlie. I don't leave my house much, and pretty much I do all my shopping at the Ribbon Shed anyway. Every now and then, like, I had my husband go get this the other day because I saw it. And I have a bunch of leftover traditional color stuff from wreaths that I've been making. So I challenged myself to use all my leftovers on this wreath with the blow mold. Of course, I got all the ribbon and stuff from the Ribbon Shed. You want the hippo, Sherry? And this is what I've got so far. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. This was the wreath that I started before I went live, and I'm gonna finish up. Yay. Is it, Sherry? You want to keep hanging out with me, or what? Because I can finish this one for y'all. 2. All right. Let me set Mr. Nutcracker aside so I have a little room to work with. So like I said, I've got some leftover ribbon from other projects. Which, by the way, I don't hoard ribbon anymore. I don't know if y'all are aware of that. I'm not a ribbon hoarder that I used to be. Because I used to hoard some ribbon. These days, this is the height of it. All right, Melissa. Stop. Now you're just going to taunt me. I think we need the plain ribbon. It's the tree topper, so I'm going to guess it's the large one. Cherry. I don't know, it lights up. Yeah, that was one of my challenges, was getting this in here and making sure that you could still... Y'all can't see the lights through my ring light, but making sure you can still turn it on. I sent my husband to get it, Cherry. I'm here. The Santa Claus. Alrighty then. Jeanette, there's ribbon racks. Well, they're not ribbon racks, they're shoe racks. And people typically get those. What? I don't know that I'm going to get to do anything this year with it. Like, you have a place to put it downstairs? And he's like, I will find a place for that. Not a problem. Yeah, sure. You can take it downstairs till I can use it. I have a plan for it, y'all, but
The only problem is, I pay.
it's not a today project. So, all right, we need some plain red ribbon. And the reason I'm going to use plain red ribbon is because a lot of my prints aren't the same. So we're going to use this like plain red ribbon to break up the fact that I'm not going to use any of the same ribbons in my bow that I used for my ribbon tails. Does that make sense? Yeah, she's going to store it for me till, yeah, I use it. My husband's like, she took your skull. He doesn't know I'm just kind of used to her running off with anything that I have that's Halloween. That's what she says, Melissa. That's what she said. Yeah, I don't have ribbon racks anymore. Let me shock y'all. A couple of years ago, well, beginning of the end of last year, I went back to making wreaths by projects instead of, because yeah, I'm semi-retired. I've had 7 back surgeries and I just can't keep up pace to run a full-time business making wreaths. I used to have, good gosh, an insane amount of ribbon racks. There's Miss Kelly. There Kelly is to save the day. Well, hello, Miss Lily Lou. Hey, Sherry, you still here? Oh, Sherry. Hey, Sherry, can you add a roll of this ribbon to my hiding stash, please? I love this ribbon. I'm going to have to use more of it. No, it's a Walmart Santa. It's a tree topper. I had to take my wood burner and burn holes in it. Unless Hobby Lobby has a lighter weight Santa, last time I saw the one they had was pretty heavy. And I wouldn't put that in a wreath. I thought about it. I thought hard about it, but it was just too heavy. Hey, Kelly, did you know that Pam is my organization twin? Y'all, this is Kelly. Florals in the Barn by Finn Clay. That's Kelly that I'm talking to. She teaches a bow class every Thursday now, Kelly, or is it Wednesday? What day is your bow class? No, that's the Easy Bow Stow and Go. What day is your bow class? No, Miss Susan, this is not. The one that I did before was the Nutcracker. I did the pastel Nutcracker. If you want to see it here, I'll have my husband drag it over here. Yeah, I finished up the one that was in the Nutcracker kit. And I had started this one before my live and asked everybody if they wanted to watch me finish it. They said sure, so here we are. Mmm. I think we need just a. I think we need some plain red spirals. It does kind of have a fuzzy edge to it, yes. I love it. It's divine. Why am I cutting that 15 inches? And why didn't y'all stop me? What was I thinking? Oh. It's that two-sided ribbon, Kelly. There's actually polka dots on the other side. It was leftover from gingerbread wreath. Oh, the gingerbread garland that I did. Probably. It's got so much green in it. Just kind of want to tone that down just a smidge, not much. And then I'm going to put, also wanted to put this under here to support my bow. The ribbon shed does have the two-sided ribbon. Lily, no. We don't know. We don't do that. No, ma'am. I think it's harder and harder to find a lot of things, Kelly. Good night, Miss Pam. Yeah. We can do that, Kelly. Are you feeling better? Everything ready? Okay. I might fail myself on just using leftovers, y'all. We're like 80% there. Let me see if I got some ornaments. I've been doing a good job for years dwindling down my stash, y'all. I got these, but I think they're just like a little too small. Because I kind of know the perfect ones. Sherry's got them at the ribbon shed, and I don't have them right now. Those are just too small. Those are for like a dainty wreath. Might get these in there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go eat. I need some other stuff for this wreath. And Miss Sherry has it because I have thoroughly went through everything that I have. Well, not everything. I'm not going through my storage building. Susan, I already made the golden black elegant wreath. I did. Yep. All right, my friends, y'all have a good rest of your evening, and I will see y'all